After much deliberating and debating, I decided to give ID cooling a try. I was a little anxious as the cooler that it would be replacing was a little less than 2 years old and was also from a relatively non-mainstream company, Cooling, that I got for a good deal during the 2018 holiday season. Because of the proprietary fan design on the cooler, when they started to fail and beat themselves against the shroud, there was no way to replace the fans, so I was definitely going for a more modular design that could have the fans easily replaced. I have to say the build quality is quite exceptional for this price, almost too good honestly. The milling on the heat pipes/heatsink is very nice. The pipes are milled flush with the heatsink, and while not a mirrored finish, is quite smooth. I did put my buffer to it to get a nice mirrored finish, but that isn't necessary. The fins are thick and very sturdy and spaced nicely, and the capped heat pipes add a nice aesthetic. It is quite tall though and just barely fit inside my mid-tower AeroCool Cylon case, so bear that in mind. Installation was very easy and took all of 5 minutes. The fan clips are a great mounting option for the fans and allow you some wiggle room as to how high or low you mount the fans. This can be very helpful if your RAM slots are particularly close to your CPU slot, as the clearance is quite tight, see photo. I have several extra 120mm fans with similar CFM as the fan included, which I added, so bear that in mind when considering cooling performance. I also used a different thermal paste than the included one, but honestly this is more personal preference. Any half-decent paste will perform well, and the paste included definitely appears to be a quality paste. Once up and running, letting my Ryzen 5 dictate boost frequencies, I ran a 12-thread CPU burn-in for an hour, and as you can see, temps were spectacular and never breached 62°C. That's with the fans running at less than 50% the entire time. Under a decent overclock of 4.2 GHz and a slightly more aggressive fan profile, I ran the same burn-in and it maxed at 66°C, which is phenomenal. While gaming it barely gets over 50°C idle temps, while LCD sit at around 42°C, and when using coolant quite go down to 38°C or less. For this price this is just about the best cooler you're going to find. For a few dollars more you can get an RGB variant if that's your jam. The fit, finish, performance and setup flexibility of this thing is hitting way above its weight class. Click link in description for more reviews.